That's the good stuff. You know what else is good? These Turnigy Bolt X batteries sent to me by hobbyking to review on some RC cars we have in the fleet. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. That's right, the fine folks over there at hobbyking sent me some batteries to review. These are Bolt X. These are high voltage LIHV, high voltage lithium batteries. The smaller one, the slightly smaller one, is a 450 milliamp hour. The larger one is a 550 milliamp hour. They're both 3S 80C packs. That is insane. Look at this. It's like the size of my finger. Now, you know, growing up, this was kind of like the norm. When I was running Tamiyas in the 80s as a kid, we had these nickel metal hydride packs. They ran the car for maybe 5 minutes, and we had like a 15-minute quick charger, and these things were smoking hot. Now, granted, these have come a long way. Like, this is 3,000 milliamp hour, but I don't know what milliamp hour it was back then. I don't even think they had that rating, but they weren't that. But look, this thing here is, it's still, even today, this is 7 volts, and this is 11. Look at the difference. Oh, it is amazing what technology has done. So I have a couple of projects here. Number one, we're going to be doing some upgrades here to the Quake. So I needed a good 3S battery, and this thing has a very, very tight, weird battery compartment. It's this really, really narrow piece right here. So we got this battery here. It's going to fit just nicely in the Quake. And then we have this battery here for cars like the Hossam JZX that I really didn't have much in the way of something 3S that would fit. So this can be 3S. When I did the test on this thing, I could not get a battery to fit in here. So I asked hobbyking if I could get a couple batteries so I could run some of these cars that I get for review, and happily obliged by sending this. Now I want to show you something I just found out when I was searching for the battery for the Quake. hobbyking has a great feature on their website. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, we're going to go over here to batteries, and then we're going to go back down here to batteries again. And then we're going to scroll down here. Yeah, if we click batteries, see, we can break it down to all these like 2, 3, 4S's. But let's go down here to where this little black area here. And this is the secret. Look at this. So now we can break this down. Number, cell. So let's just click 3. And here's what I really want to show you. Look at this here. Length. So look at this. Well, if you're trying to find a battery pack, measure your battery tray. So look, let's just say 140 or so. That should be good. And see how the amount of batteries changes right there. So now let's go down here. This one's going to be a little tricky. Height is really kind of the width. If you look at this, we normally don't stand our batteries up on edge, so it might be a little confusing for you. But that's kind of, you know, if you lay your battery on its side there, so that's kind of like be the width. So let's just put a number in here. 40 sounds good. And now here the width, which is really the height, kind of. And see that you can see right here, the pictures clearly show you how the battery is. So that's kind of like your thickness. See how that's kind of that area, and this shows. So they show you in the nice blue area here what you're actually looking at. So let's just go find a number here. You know, like say we measured our battery tray, and here's going to be all our options are going to show up here. So this is really cool. You got your 3 dimensions. Now sometimes you might not need every dimension. You know, if you have a battery tray with straps, you're only really worried about how wide or long it is. You really, thickness doesn't matter. But other cars like a Traxxas, or even like the ZD Racing Pirates 3 that I just bought, the Lamborghini, with that plastic bar, the height is important. So the only problem you have with this is it will give you everything that is that size and smaller. So if you can see, like these batteries here are a bit larger than, say, these little shorty packs. So you might take that into consideration. You know, if you want something larger, you know, look for like a higher milliamp hour, like this 3300. But this just really helps you break it down. Like here, you know, we can break down LIHV or LiPo brands, the plug type. You know, if you want a certain plug type, you can plug that in as well. Let me see. I know there's a MAH rating somewhere here. There we go. Capacity. So, you know, if you're looking for a certain capacity size, you know, this will also help narrow down. You can get rid of the smaller packs here by moving, you know, instead of going 3 watt hour, you can bring that up to whatever is like your minimum. I mean, they do just a really great job of helping you find a great battery. This is really just a great tool to have. That is absolutely amazing. You just go on there, get your parameters, and, you know, they can line you up with the battery. Now, I really could probably use something a little bit larger for this one. And actually, I'll probably just use this larger pack in here because this will fit. I did put some foam in here. And actually, I may, yeah, I'll probably use a smaller pack here in the Grom. I think this. Either way, they both fit, and without that tool, I would have been spending countless hours looking at the specs of every battery pack, measuring, doing this, that, and the next thing. So, man, that is a great tool because I get asked all the time, hey, what battery fits this, that, and the next thing? And usually just go to the website, give them your parameters, what you want, and it will give you the recommendations. So that is freaking awesome. So I want to go out and see what kind of runtime we can get with such a small battery. I mean, granted, it's still just 550 milliamp hours. I'm not expecting like the longest time because it is a small pack, but I want to see what kind of power we're going to get out of this little pack. So let's go ahead, pack up the car, man. We'll see you out there at the proving grounds. All right, everyone, I decided to bring 2 cars out here because I don't think we're going to get a lot of runtime. Now, that doesn't mean that the batteries are going to be bad. Look, they're 450 milliamp hour and 550 milliamp hour. Not very large at all. But check it out. We have the MJX rally car, the Volkswagen Wales replica, and the Hosum JZX. So 2 favorites. We're going to run them out here at the drift spot and see how they run on such a tiny battery. Like the battery size of my finger, it's going to power these cars. So let's start with the JZX first. Remember, this car's got that like soft kind of startup. Dang it. All right, yeah, I gotta do some suspension tuning on this thing. It's very, very rough. But it has a very soft startup. That was something I brought up in my review. So it's nothing to do with the battery. That was kind of just a ESC programming thing that they did with this car. But it is fast. It's pretty fast for... Oh no, please land. All right, yeah, I gotta do some suspension tuning on this car, but we are here today just to put the batteries under the oh, come on. Jeez. I'm gonna run it through this deep grass because that's definitely gonna put a strain on everything here. It's gonna push that battery pretty hard to do that. Yeah, I really gotta do some suspension too. This thing bounce. Oh, if I would have remembered that, maybe I would found something else. Yeah, it's a bouncy little thing. I'm already surprised the battery's been running this long. Oh. Man, this is a cool RC though, man. They put so much metal in there. Just needs a little shock tuning. Uh-oh. There we go. We got LVC cut out. Oh yeah, woo. Motor's got some good temp to it right there. So we ran this thing pretty hard. All right, time for the little MJX rally. Really love these small rally cars, man. They do great out here. Now, guys, understand that. So I drove both cars from my car all the way over here. I drove them both through the grass. They were both running for a minute while I was getting the camera set up, and like this MJX here, it's been running the whole time I was running the Hosen. So the battery's been powering these lights, the fans, everything for a while, and also because there's an airport down the road, I'm kind of like in the landing pattern. Again, today, like the wind is at my back, so the planes are kind of coming this way, and they're loud, so I paused during that for a minute or so. And you can see sometimes during those pauses, I just go around and have some fun. So the batteries are lasting a little bit longer than what you're seeing on. But I think it's important to point out that we're not really looking for like how long they're running per se, because like I said, they're small batteries. I believe this is the 450 million. Yeah, I put the 450 in the smaller car. What we're looking at is, man, how good is a small battery like that power a car like this? I said I got these batteries. The one I specifically got for the Grom, I needed something small to fit in that little channel. Because honestly, like, look, these are almost 10 scale or so this is way too small of a battery to really be running or something. So here we are, we're in LVC. So really too small of a battery for something this large. It's really putting a strain on it to run something this large. That basically I got such a small battery because I have a lot of other cars like this that come with like these little batteries, and I never can find something decent to throw in there. I will keep looking though. I would like to find something that will fit in here that's going to be a little bit bigger, but when I looked at the website there, this was the only thing that popped up that would fit kind of like I think this was the battery tray I measured too. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you're interested in the batteries, I will leave a link down below to where you can get these batteries. Also, I'll leave a link to where you can get the cars. I believe hobbyking actually sells this MJX rally car. So awesome place to do business with. And as far as like the Turnigy batteries and that, I have been super impressed with just the quality, the way they feel, how strong, and like how powerful they are. I mean, look at just for such a small size. I know, like I said, I know this was just a short run time. That's why I brought two cars out here. But I mean, we're asking a lot out of a little 400 and a little 500 milliamp hour battery to run. I don't want to say these are 10 scale, maybe like 12th or so, but I don't know, whatever they call them. But these are pretty large and quite heavy. I mean, they're 3S cars. They're drawing quite a bit of power. These really just call for a bigger battery, but I wanted to punish the battery and see how it would do. I mean, if it could last 2-3 minutes pushing, that tells me that battery is pretty good. It's pushing a good amount of power to keep something this large going. That was kind of the point. I said I got the one battery. We're going to be seeing that later in the Grom build, the Grom Quake. I'm going to be putting a brushless system in there, so make sure you subscribe. Stay tuned for that build. That battery will be going in there. And that's why, I got the small battery, because I needed something very small to fit into that channel, and I needed it to be 3S. So it's really, really hard to find. And the other one, I think it was this car. One of the cars I got, the battery tray kind of hangs over. There's a piece of the car that hangs over the battery tray, so it makes it hard to get in. So when I got that narrow, it just kind of made the battery smaller. I know, so I could probably find something else, maybe another company or whatever, but I really like these batteries and they perform great. So check it out, the hobbyking, the Turnigy system, especially these high voltage ones. So anyways, I think it's a good comparison. It's a really small battery in such a large car. It's pushing that weight, it's really drawing it down. We had like the issue with the big rock, the 223S, drawing the battery down and it's shutting off, going to LVC.
we didn't have that issue with these little batteries. So that just tells me, man, these batteries are like just pumping the power out. That just shows like how good they are. All right, everyone, don't forget, the great people at Hobby King give you, my viewers, 5% off with code L to the W. So I hope you found this video fun, informative, and you learned something. Like, I think it's great that you can go on that website and you can just put in your tray dimensions and come off some great batteries. And I really wanted to punish them, put them to the test, and put them in a much larger vehicle than what they should be in. But I think the Grom, I think that one's going to be exciting. All right, everyone, hope you found this fun, informative, and all that good stuff. You'll subscribe, join us for these RC vehicle adventures. Get you an RC, go buy one of these from the link down below. Go out there and have some fun. Appreciate you watching. Thank you so much for the support. Make sure you like, you share, comment down below what you think of these batteries or these cars, whatever. Just say hi. It all helps. Recommend my videos and help us grow the channel so I can bring you better and better content. So I greatly appreciate it. Thanks for watching. See you on next one.